things. Most importantly, if you boys and girls, I gotta talk now. I know I talk a lot. You're gonna hang in there. A couple of people I want to, and I know you all know this. So we have a few staff members that are volunteered their time. We have a few others that are important to this day. Over there, if you wave, everyone over there. That's Mrs. Steele, Mrs. Marati, Mrs. Vetters, Mrs. Strobin, Mrs. Rashi, Mrs. Edie, and Mrs. Farney, who are helping out. So give them a round of applause. Mr. Zeidema is going to lead us in a song, so we have to acknowledge him. But more importantly, I shouldn't say more important, just as important or as important are a few other. We have Mrs. Holloman, Mrs. Ross, Ms. Hopkins, Ms. Moore, and Mrs. Cohen, who have not volunteered. Yes, they have volunteered, and I didn't, but they volunteered a crazy amount of their time. Where Ms. Holloman, Ms. Cohen, and Mrs. Ross and Mrs. Moore are paraprofessionals in the classroom, and the wonderful Mrs. Hopkins, has been our long-term substitute for Mrs. Demand. But on the top of that, we have fabulous Mrs. Durham, Mrs. Haney, and Mrs. Demand, who are your sons and daughters' teachers. So let's give them a round of applause. I have no problem saying they are the best of the best. They are absolutely fantastic. I hear that from you all the time. We have a lot of excitement back here behind me. I'm being upstaged, but that happens a lot, so that's okay. So we are going to call Mr. Zeidema forward, and Mr. Zeidema is going to lead us in a performance by the kindergarten class.
All right, in the spirit of graduation, we have a couple going away songs for the summer that we learned together. The kids are going to show us our wonderful voices and how we can do this.
Shelby was singing me the song the other day.
song.
Thank you, Mr. Zeidemann. Thank you, students. Excellent job. I know those songs speak to what we're going to do this summer, as well as speak to saying goodbye to your very favorite teachers.